Today in Cobblemon Minecraft, we are touring my forever world. Let's get right into it. So, this forever world has been going on for so far 1,621 days. It's quite a while. Oh, you can see when I'm recording this. Well, first, we should probably start in our very first village. We have lots to go through today, as you can see. It's pretty decent sized world with some big things and some small things. But first, let's start here with my house. And yes, the shaders will be on for the entirety of this video because we never get to see my world with shaders. So, this is my house. I took it from a villager, just to be blunt. I've got a whole bunch of random junk and whatnot scattered all over the place in here. I will quickly just show you some of my Pokemon in my boxes. Nothing too crazy in these. Over here I have all my shinies, which, last episode we caught 2 of them. Pretty cool. And eventually another team I want to make. Some Pokemon I like and, other things I've done. Starters and Vivillons. I have every Vivillon minus the Pokeball one because I don't think that one's in the mod just yet. Down here I have some cats. This one is Milo. This one doesn't have a name. I've got some items in my ender chest, some of which I need to desperately clean out. Useful items all around, I got riches and whatnot. A whole bunch of stuff down here. There's a iron golem, I suppose. Suppose he's down here. In here I got random building things, gear, berries, mob drops, more building stuff. In here, I got a little enchanter room with a kitty cat named Chirper. And I am not very good at storing books in here, but is there a secret chest in here? No, that was in a different world. But yeah, Chirper is our guardian of the enchanting table. Little saw thing, it's helpful. Whoa, I've never seen an end portal. What? Oh, I'm getting mesmerized. Oh, no. That would have been amazing for an ad right there, though. I got, more building stuff, potions, fireworks, smelter. One day I'll use it. I'm not. I got a little dog over here, another cat, which I will eventually name Margot. I just haven't done it yet. And yeah, that's it for my house. We'll go to the nether and stuff later. And we won't go through every single house, because this video would be like 10 hours long then. But, this one is just a pumpkin melon farm from stuff over there. I got a little workshop over here I don't use very much anymore, but eventually, if I need to smelt anything, I've got tons of smelting stuff in here. I've got a massive wheat farm, which I just did because I was bored. It literally extends for miles and miles. Down here, I got a very cool mine, and there's actually other stuff in this mine, too. I got tons of storage for, well, there was tons of dirt in one of these, but I took most of it out. Oh, I actually missed this box. Oh, well, that would have been helpful, but yeah. I took the dirt out. Did I miss any more dirt? No. I could have saved myself so much time. Vine farm. More cats in here because they keep spawning in here. No names for these 2 little stinkers yet, but lava farm. Pretty cool. The origination... What? The original starting point for my massive beetroot farm with some bees in here. Pretty cool. Yes, I have... What the... Oh, it's a Diglett. It scared me. I've never fought a Diglett? That's crazy. Down here, I think it's just into a ravine. Yes, it is just into a ravine. We can, pretty much guess how I found this out. It was not a good day for my feet. Let's just say that. Tons of storage for this stuff over here. Pretty basic. In here, I got my oh-so-favorite mending villager, which I have not worked with in a long time. Over here, I have my little concrete powder maker. I just take some concrete and put it in my offhand, and, it'll auto-transform, and I got tons of storage. It's good. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's see, we covered this one. We covered... Not this one. This is a AFK fish farm. I don't think it works anymore. What is down here? I think it's just a random cave tunnel. Yes, I don't have anything back here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this does not work anymore. In here, there's tons of stuff to go through, is a rail duper. And I don't feel like this is really cheating. Can't stop me anymore. I have all the rails I will need for a while until I do another railroad track. But it takes like 5 minutes and I'll have everything I would ever need. More storage, and I have just, other stuff that goes on down there, but nothing too important. I mean, we did fight the Wither down there a few times, or just once. I can't remember how many times I fought it. I think I have fought it 2 times. Okay, but we've covered the mines. We've covered this thing. We could just walk around my village. Over here, I do have a house just full of villagers. I never built it in an episode. I just built it one day because I just kind of wanted to. It's just full of villagers doing their work and probably random junk from Pokemon I've battled and defeated. That one's actually from an Enderman. I remember because he placed it right there. Did I hear a shiny? I think I'm going crazy. Over here, we've got little pumpkin melon farms, like I talked about before. Up here, it's literally just a mob farm. I don't know how full it is. I never check it in here. Huh. I guess it actually has a few items in, but I never AFK over here anymore. If I truly need items, I'll go to my giant one in my other city. And of course, up top, we have this thing and a AFK platform up there. This is actually a good chance to see my city. We got a farm there, more farms, melons and pumpkins. Why does it look hazy up here? It's really weird. But yeah, we've got this place, and a little farmer's market, which I haven't really done anything with. But over here will be our next stop. It's a giant villager trading area. I have junk everywhere. Like, just useless items I really don't truly need. Oh yeah, I might have had a lot of fun one day. I spent just a couple hours working on some stuff in here. Just thrown... I didn't... Oh god, I forgot I did this. I need to put banners around more, though. In here, there's just some random items. This is actually a thing I made in a recent-ish episode. It's my little Pokeball room. I kind of forget it's down here. It's just full of things. I think I fought the Wither for that. Yes, I fought the Wither for these Master Balls. That's what I did. I have rooms, like, whoa, that's cool. That's a Dusk Ball. I have rooms for expansion down here, because eventually I'm sure I'll expand it. I never brought any music discs down here. But yeah, this is my little villager room, which, let's see here. We'll cover this part over here first. Over here is my little Pokemon park. Yes, my Pokemon park. I actually have some Pokemon walking around right now. That is not a Pokemon. Those guys are definitely Pokemon. That guy, that guy, that guy. Do I have any of my shinies out in here? I might. This is a safari block. I do not have any shinies out. I actually do in my other base. We'll get to those later. And in here, they can just walk around. Big man blast toys. Big man blast toys. Oh yeah, he's doing good. And Big Man Snorlax too. He's loving life in here. In here, I have Charizard and Venusaur chilling in here. Sick. I made this little thing for Onyx, but yeah. I mean, last episode with the shinies, you could actually see the shiny Ekans was just chilling in here. Oh hey, we got a Nidoqueen chilling in the tunnels, which actually I think works pretty well. I did show off the tunnels in my last episode, yeah, but maybe you didn't watch last episode, but I highly recommend you do watch the previous episode. Oh yeah, this is the 50th episode. I've been doing this for over a year. It's absolutely crazy to think about. But yeah, we've covered this section. I just wanted to... Oh, there's a wild Aerodactyl. Not wild, he's actually mine, but he likes to escape. We will come back and cover the rest of the buildings over there in a moment. Until then, though, I do want to cover this part of my city first and then loop over there. And then you'll see where we go, because we have some more stuff to explore all around. Here, it's actually nighttime. Let me go to sleep first. All right, back to morning time. check to make sure my recording was working. It still is. I just tabbed out to check it. It's recording. Anyways, berry farm right here. It works. It's a berry farm. I will have to talk about some other berry farm later, but this is the main one I care about. And of course, he's been down there for well over 100 days, probably like 300 days. He likes underwater. He also can't get out. Anyways, we have, well, more berry farms. Not really. That's berry farm. This is revival herbs, my mints, some vivichokes, and some leeks. And of course, everything gets to be stored in this cave, which is oh so cool, right? It's literally just full of my starter stuff. Of course, there's a bed in here too, and a secret tunnel, which is totally secret. A little tunnel down here. You can go walk through it. As you can tell, my voice is going to be taking a hit this episode. I may be slightly sick right now, but that doesn't matter. My voice just needs to get warmed up. But of course, as you can see, I can get nice and warm and cozy in this greenhouse. The bees were in here. I think they probably touched the water or the campfires. Yeah, they're probably not in here anymore, which is too bad because it was nice to have them just flying around in there. Let's see here. We'll go up here and cover this guy first. Then we can turn around. This is my brewery, specifically my potion brewery. Yes, I've got some berries outside I need for my potions and my other stuff. I got some nether warts. As you can see, I'm yawning. Oh my goodness. We got more berries, potion bottles. You can brew everything. I forgot I had some medicinal brews just sitting there. Upstairs, I can make potions as much as I want and store all of these cool things which I made in an episode. Yes, as you can tell, I made episodes for lots of things. Also, my villagers just kind of want to stay up here. They're only one of them's employed. He's a master too. I mean, it's okay. He can stay up here. I don't really mind. The rest of these guys, though, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with those guys. But yeah, that's what this little building is about. We'll cover what that thing is later because I have two of them. So, but we'll check it out probably later. So yeah, we covered these two things. We'll go up here and then down there. Yes, this episode is gonna be a long one. It won't be for everyone, but this is my beacon. Beacon power. As you can see, I am rich enough to activate a whole bunch of stuff. I don't have it activated, actually, because I just don't want to see all my stuff pop up in the top right corner. You'd also see it pop up in here. And as you can see, it is not going on. I actually have a chest hidden. Where is it? It's right down here. I have materials, specifically a single iron ingot, hidden down there to activate this thing if I ever actually need it turned on. And for the most part, I don't. I just like it because it's cool. It reminds me of like 2012 Minecraft. I also built some custom trees around it. These were some of my best custom trees I've ever built, by the way. I really like these trees. They just feel nice and lovely. Lovely. Yeah, lovely. Down here, we have my possibly most scuffed build. It's farms for big roots and energy roots. I don't think this thing actually works. I don't think it works. So whenever I actually need stuff, I just bring bone meal down here and just grow it. It's sad. It's probably my one video that doesn't really work to be repeatable. Just too bad. Nope, no chicken. But past my little beacon thing and my beautiful custom trees, we can come to my Vivichoke farm with fully oxidized doors. This is pretty simple. You just hit the button, water comes out, knocks it all down into here. You just take whatever you need, specifically 16 vivid chokes, and then when you... Here, I'll just show you. You can take one and you get 2 from it. So, you know, there's 16 in both of these. Take 1 stack of 16, split it into 32. You can replenish all of these. Pretty simple stuff. It's not like I use it very often, but it's a cool build. I do like it. And eventually, I do kind of want to put something up here. Or I won't. I probably won't. It won't be a whole episode dedicated to it. It will just be something I talk about. Like, hey, I did this one day. Over here is my little monument to defeating the Ender Dragon. It even has the egg up there and a head I stole from a ship. I like it. He's got a really big crown, though. Bothers me a little bit. And while I was building that stuff up there, there was a tree, which was sat basically... No, the tree was up there, if I remember right. The tree was up there. And I felt really bad because that tree was really old. So I literally took shears and everything and just moved the tree from there to here in the exact same position and everything. I even have a little book here. I call it The Watcher. You can pause and read about this and next page in now. Blah, blah, blah. You can pause and read it. But yeah, The Watcher. That's what this tree is. I put him in the right next to the safari park. I don't know why. I just decided to. That Aerodactyl is having the time of his life. But we can't get too far away just yet, because we still have more stuff to do. Like slamming my face directly into a building. This, if you can guess it, is my mint farm. Actual, like, dedicated mint and leek farm. I haven't farmed very much of them, because I don't really need a lot of them. I'm being honest. I really, truly don't. It was actually kind of fun to build this thing. That I won't lie about. It was fun to build it. Definitely fun. But it's not like I need billions of mints. Which is probably why I don't go there very often. Eventually I will, do stuff that involves mints, but I don't need it just yet. Coming over here to the last little build until I go over there is my fishing dock. We'll start underneath here, We got tons of barrels, which I will probably just fill with random drops from Pokemon. Or fish, because you can actually fish down here. Did I put a fishing rod down here? No, they're above me. But yeah, you can just sit here, just chillax. Have a good, fun time. It's also supposed to be, like, damp and wet and stuff down here. I feel like it actually achieves the goal more with the shaders off than on. And of course in here we got a super open little dock. We have Heart of the Sea, water gem, stuff. And then in here we have the rods, the poke rods with Pokeballs, Great Balls, Ultra Balls, Dive Balls, Net Balls, Repeat Balls, and some berries and some extra fishing rods with some templates, which you can just make like this. Pretty easy. You can just like stick them in here. You got your things and lecterns. This was the most I've ever used lecterns in my life. It was kind of strange. It was good experience though. What is in here? Oh, there's nothing. This trident though is sitting inside of the pedestal. We got a rainbow bed up here just because I thought it would be funny. Nothing in there, and a random piece of armor set which I just put in here just because. But yeah, this is a interesting build. I enjoyed this episode. And this was a little bit of a pain to extinguish all the fires and have them in the same direction, but I think I did pretty good on this. We'll go over there after we're done with the rest of my city. Yes, we've been going for like, what, 15, 20 minutes, and we're still just in my starting town. Aerodactyl, okay, buddy. We'll start... Oh, I fell off. Oh well. We'll start down here. So coming from the safari little park... Maybe I should have called it the Safari Park. I probably would have got more views on that episode. Oh well. Oh, we actually need to cover up there too. Yeah, okay. In here though, I still haven't put a thing in the center of the room like I said I would. But in here is a whole bunch of random items. And there's Pokemon items in here too. Like the nostalgic pottery shard, I think is... This one's definitely one because it's that. And this one is supposed to be like the Ditto one. I think that's a Ditto. And, you know, Almanite and whatever that is. And the Pokeball one. And there's room in here for expansion. If I do need to ever expand this room, there's going to be a suspicious hole right there. Or actually the center of the room could turn into a staircase to go down. I might do that instead, actually. Let's see here. Okay, we'll go up to the next part of this build, which is the archaeology building, by the way. I don't think I actually said its name. This is an archaeology building. There's fossils up here, tons of fossils. I don't have all the fossils yet. This one is going to be empty, though, and I think there's random junk. Oh, I took the random junk out. Good job, me. Down here, I have a secret hidden bed and an ender chest and a barrel full of random junk. I think I have some... Yep, I have pots in there. And why do I have 2 golden carrots? And a name tag. Oh, I have Jeb in here. Why do I have a name tag with Jeb? I legitimately don't remember doing this. Okay, well, that's a mystery for the future. This episode was actually pretty long when I recorded it back in the day. I do really like this build, though. And of course, up here, I can have tons of fossils going at once. Pokeballs and some max revives to fill up those tanks. Which, none of which are full, I think. Or the shaders are just acting weird, but I don't know. Where is it? That is a pot that's going to be for a saturine sapling. Which I've been planning for a very long time. Hi, Aerodactyl. You appear to be stuck on a moss carpet. Don't worry, they're working on the AI for these guys. At least you can really get a beautiful look at the model. Look at him, he's so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Here is my town center. This episode was just something random. I could probably make a way better looking tree now if I tried, but this is going to be staying here for memories. Memories bring back... Nope, can't sing that song. I wasn't actually even singing a song. Nope. Please don't copyright strike me. In here is a Pokemon Center, one I built. Is there... Okay, I do have some revives in here. I've never stocked it in here, because... I have a healer on me at all times. I don't need to come here. It was just fun to build. We got a little sitting area. You can just hang out with your friends. Pretend that's a TV. You know, you just sit and watching some martial arts on TV. Maybe you want to sit down here. I think there's just a torch in there. Just sit over here, read a book. Same for this area. Just sit down, read a book. Come upstairs. These stairs are definitely a violation of some kind. It's actually just pretty cozy. Just sit up here, chillax. It's also kind of a library. Whoa! I have items in here? Why do I have diorite stairs? What was I doing in here? Oh, that one's from a drowned, I think. I really need to go through all my chests. I have small chest monsters everywhere. And it's really... Oh yeah, there's actual pressure plates on these. I never do that. I never have pressure plates. But a very special someone told me to add them. So I did. Because I'm a good boy and I listen. And here is my Pokemart. As you can see, I have an obsession with putting Hearts of the Sea everywhere. I don't actually think I have items in these chests. I think. Unless I... Oh! There's a random Oka berry. I think I just will use these things as a form of just like dumping random stuff that I don't want in my inventory in here. And of course, the money pit. Just hundreds and hundreds of Gemighoul coins. I really should evolve a Gemighoul into a Goldingo using these things, but oh my goodness. I'm so burpy. I think I'm hungry. But I'm not. Whoa. There we go, fixed. Fixed. The Gemighoul, it can come later. It's not the most special. I will get a shiny one, and then I'll use netherite scrap to evolve it. That's what that episode will be. But up here, Tumblestone Temple. I've made it into a cultish sort of thing, just these suspicious looking temples decorated absolutely everywhere, and storage and stuff down here. It's pretty cool stuff. Now then, we do have a little bit of extra room on our temples here. We have this row and this row free. You know, in case there's ever more tumblestone varieties. I just hope there's only 2 extras if they ever add more. I'm pretty sure they won't, because I'm pretty sure there's just the 3 types in the main official games. I think. So, and listen, sometimes me thinking doesn't actually think right. But yeah, there's room down here too, because you gotta be touching pretty much lava to work. I have a whole video about how to work tumblestones. It's pretty good tutorial, I think, in my opinion at least. Can you tell I took a break? My voice is a lot better now. Oh my goodness, it's so good. I actually have some mac and cheese sitting behind me right now. I'm gonna eat it in a little bit, but it's just really hot right now. Let's see here. We will come over here. We'll go to this bridge. That's why I was talking. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. We will come over here, and then we'll go over there. So, coming this way across this little itty bitty bridge comes into a biome I made myself. The Apricorn Forest biome. There's no official new biomes yet for Cobblemon Minecraft. However, they're obviously working on new biomes. Just go check out the Trello. You can see that what they have planned, what's done, what's coming the next update, etc., etc. You can also just go to their Discord and download the betas for the new versions. Like, I can go play the beta for 1.7 right now if I really wanted. I'm not, but I could. I should actually make a video about that now that I talk about it. But, as you can see, we're up here. Sometimes the fog is a little cray-cray with my shaders. But, yeah, it's just, I don't really come up here very often anymore. I just built it because I was bored one day. I also dug out a trench down here because I thought it would be cool. Yeah, this house doesn't really serve any purpose besides making a triple mega bed. And also, that it has been very slow to oxidize. Likely because of the lightning rod, which will make it de-oxidize because of how lightning works. It'll strip off the oxidation layers pretty easily. So yeah, whenever it rains, if I'm in render distance, well, it's not for you, buddy. Too excited about my carrots. No thank you. Yeah, but that thing works pretty well for its intended purpose. Actually, there is something behind it, so I can show you. Nope. Is a little apricorn farm just for farming the logs. That's what this little section's about. It's just to farm the logs. Now then, it is time to fly! Here, we can actually go check out how beautiful it is. Woo! So beautiful, and now we're getting far away. It's foggy. I will have to check out my shaders to see if I can disable fog. But then again, it's shaders, so there's likely a good reason there's fog. But coming over here to my little berry plantation. Skadoosh. This hedge took me way too long to make, and I only made the hedge so frogs would not stomp on my berries. Yes, I am being dead serious. I built an 8 or 9 block tall hedge to stop frogs from being able to come in here and destroy my berries. In here, I have each type of berry, all 69 varieties. I'm not even saying that to be funny. If I was, I'd say 67, because apparently that's funnier. I don't know why, it just is. Where is my berry one? Where? Am I going crazy? No, it was probably what I was just looking at. No, that's the berries on the... Where is this achievement? Because I did it. I'm probably... Oh, wait, there it is. Oops, all berries. Obtain one of every berry in Cobblemon. All 69 berries have been added to this farm. Now you might be seeing, oh, well, Archaea, these rows are even. That's little Timmy, that's because they are. Very bluntly, they are. This one is just full of extra berries that I have good use for, like the citrus berry. You can make some useful things with the citrus berry, or the kelp berry, or the whatever's raspberries, enigma berries, starf berries, etc. Hopo berries, the colander fruit. There's a little lake right here. I really like it. Really like this little pond. We'll do a ring around my house first. Then we'll go inside. I have pumpkins littered everywhere, some little baby trees. And I recently just added berry bushes in the backyard here. Very recently. I don't know where that's from. But yeah, this is a pretty big tree. It could look better. Admittedly, it could look a lot better, but listen, I was tired. It was like 3 a.m. when I made that. The house, however, really, really proud of this bad boy. It turned out very lovely. I'm happy I used the mangrove wood instead of whatever I was originally using. Do I have a berry one? Yep, I knew it. I am too predictable for my own good nature. I have some lights hidden back here. Over here will go a cooking pot when that comes out, and I'm pretty sure 1.7, the cooking feature, will come out. Oh my goodness. This is the first time I've made steaks in like forever. Yes, I grabbed some from my house and I brought it over here. I don't know how long those have been sitting there for, but they're probably not good anymore. Definitely not good at all. Oh, I have more food in here? Okay. Weird. I'm so strange. Here, Snorlax. My TV. Just watching Snorlax sleep. I got a cat with a little fishy hello salmon. Yeah. Yeah. Meow. Meow. Yeah. Down here, I've got the creepy basement cellar. It's not so creepy. It's pretty cool, actually. I really like it, especially down here in the next room with shaders on. The floor reflects. It's so pretty. And in here is where I store every single berry. Yep. Every berry. No matter what one you want to look at. Every single berry's in here. And I do have extra room because I wasn't going to not build those ones. I literally have berries for days. Berries for days, my friends. Berries for days. Now then, coming up here, let's see here. What can I talk about? I don't know if I'll ever expand anything in this house, minus the cooking system. Up here, I got just a little hangout, chill out spot. Very, very nice. You can get groovy, dance around. Maybe you and your Ampharos are good dancing buddies. You can just wah, 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 wah. You know, dance with your Ampharos. In here, I got my bedroom. It's actually not the coolest. I mean, the coolest thing in here might be the wither rose. I just have tons of chickens sitting down there, and I use them to gather those when I fight withers. Up here, I got my little balcony to overlook my land, my property. Up here, I got the attic, which admittedly is pretty ugly. Oh my goodness. I have so many extra items in here. Look at all those redstone torches. To be fair, I did use a lot of the torches to mark out where my things would be. It's actually pretty good. I just have a random piece of light clay in here. Okay, I was probably from the Mudbray? Yeah, that Pokemon. It's probably from that or the evolved form. But that's this little house. I will quickly fly around. I should have probably actually slept in my bed. Just quickly fly over here. As you can see, there's berries all along here now. Now then, there's actually somewhere else I can go. Let's be careful. Where am I flying to? Wrong way, this way. I should have just followed the torches. This, I don't know if I've shown it off very much. Over here, It's where I grow mushrooms. Literally, mushroom stalks, specifically, is what I do over there. Just random items, mushrooms, and then the blocks and the stems. Oh my goodness, hi Spinna. It'd be crazy if you were green, because then you'd be shiny. What level are you? You're 36. Awesome. I have a cat over here. I tamed it because it was just walking around over here. I don't have a name for it. But yeah, that's what's going on over here. I do have that little building. Otherwise, there's nothing else really going on over here. I mean, yeah, sure, I went to say hi to that village, and I've walked around in some of these other villages. I've come down here. I did mine out a chunk right here. That's mainly just because I was bored one day. I was walking around, so I mined it out. I don't really think I need to show that off to you, right? You're not going to cry if I don't show that? Good. It's what I like to hear. Over here, we'll just quickly do a little loop around before we go to my next city. I have an azalea tree farm right over here. I don't think I've ever really talked about it in any episodes, but yeah, I chop down azaleas over here for the leaves in specific. Yeah, maybe it's not the best for the environment. Up here, I'll just show it very briefly, is where I will be building my Space Needle, which should be next episode. Yes, the very next episode after my world tour. I'll be building a Space Needle. Finally, it's taken like a year to do it. Sorry, I have not always the best planning skills. But, yeah, that's for our main town. We're probably like half an hour into this world tour. I'm so sorry. Over here is the second temple. It's always over lava patches. I never mentioned that before, but wherever there's a little lava thing, I want to eventually put a tumblestone temple. Simply because I want to. Over here, it's my train station. My little twains. And so far, I just have this one hooked up to the port city. And over here is the square room. Yep, I literally just named it the square room. Why? I don't know. I'm weird. If you watch my channel, I think you figured that out by now. But yeah, we did a whole episode building the train tracks. It took a good couple hours. And then probably a month later, I got Elytra. And I don't use this very often anymore. But it's just fun to ride sometimes. Sometimes it's just peaceful. Peaceful to ride. And I won't complain about that, because it is just fun to ride sometimes. But as you can tell, we are arriving at the port city with another train station here. The Archaea city is that way. We will talk about the Archaea city later. I still haven't cleaned up the chests and whatever junk I have in there. The archaic city goes that way, and there's tons of minecarts here. Over here, I actually have variation in the stone. I just forgot to do that for my city. Whoopsie! Whoopsie! All the villagers that are currently free are sitting in here with horses and iron golem. Over here, we have my first farm. The port city is a farming city, by the way. It's full of melons and pumpkins in here. It's actually very, 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 very full. I need to clean it out and sell my goods to my villagers. I do need to do that really badly. Now, we are about to get to something that I forgot to show last world tour, and it's the sewer. I completely forgot to show the sewer. And over here, I have the future sewer expansion. And, you know, oh, yeah, future sewer expansion. Oh, yeah, yep. Nothing suspicious here, and then you just go and leave. Except there's a hidden lever. It's not very hidden. And you come down here into the villager trading sanctuary. It's a sanctuary for me, not for these villagers. Not for the villagers in the slightest. I've made a lot of money here. And I have lots of extra carrots and melons and pumpkins and everything. The farmers especially get lots of visits from me. But yeah, I've literally never shown this on camera. I don't think, because I completely forgot to do this 25 episodes ago. So yeah, this is the first time you're ever seen me in this room, which is pretty crazy to think about. It's weird. Close that and we can leave. Maybe I will actually do a sewer thing in the future, but I don't know. It probably, what the heck is that? That's actually good XP sitting over there. We'll use my mammoth swine later. And here is my second house. This chimney caught my house on fire probably 20 times while working on this thing. In here, I just have, you know, tons of random gobbledygook. Literally just tons of stuff. Kelp and copper and coal and, oh my goodness, I forgot how much stuff I have in here. What was I building with all of this? This is my extra resources for one of the future builds we're going to look at. Oh my goodness, I forgot how much... There was so much dirt in here I could have used for my beetroot farm. Oh, I'm going to cry. Oh my goodness. I could have saved hours of mining dirt. Oh my, I am about to cry. This is crazy. I legitimately had no idea that was in there. Oh my goodness. There's an actual tear in my eye right now. Anyways, Vivichokes. I farm a whole bunch here. We'll discuss that thing in a moment. I have a little lava farm over there. It's for that big project over there we'll talk about soon. I have a bamboo farm, which is actually almost full. This sugarcane farm, however, is not almost full. It's probably still in this first chest it is. I don't really need sugarcane very much. If I ever do, I'll just make an actual proper farm. In here, there's... Well, that one got trampled by probably a Pokemon, so... This was just my first one ever. I was testing it. I can probably just dismantle this thing now, if I'm being honest. This is just taking up extra CPU power. We'll see if I ever do it, though. Over here, I have a kelp farm. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. This one actually does generate me a lot of stuff, if I'm in the area for it to render. It also generates iron at the most inefficient rate ever. Because, like, magnemites can spawn when you have electronics around. So if they go in here, they will probably drown, and they'll drop an item. And, yeah, it's pretty simple. Oh, no. I'm stuck. I'm not kelp. There we go. Down here, we have a massive cave system, which is pretty cool. I don't really think I need to show off the caves. Like, yeah, sure, I made some cool mines and structures down there and stuff, but it's not like you need to see that to have a good world tour. Up here, I really guess I do need to clean out my stuff again. It's getting pretty full. Back here, I have just extra stuff. If I don't want to deal with, like, the sugar and sticks and stuff, I'll just get rid of it the old-fashioned way. Well, I'll show you where I put all of my spare junk in a moment, but obviously, climbing up here, you know, you have your little tunnel. I have my safety bridges, and I'm not sitting and waiting this long. I expanded this platform to include a landing zone for my, oh goodness, for my elytra. I probably should have made it a little bigger, but yeah, I just, you know, come up here. I can AFK. Oh, that's actually, yeah, I did that not long ago. I can just AFK and just, like, watch the mob count increase. The entities are what we're specifically looking at. That number will jump quite a lot when we're up here. It's pretty useful. I've gotten thousands upon thousands of items from it. The shaders really limits what you can see. Well, we're going down, buddy. Right over here to this very nondescript, very cool space, which I showed off a little bit last episode, but I'll fully talk about here. This is where I store extra items. There's a never melt in here. Cool. And yeah, as you can see, I have lots and lots of items, many of which I will probably never need. If I'm being completely blunt, I will likely never need these thousands of items I am hoarding. Why do I store them then? Simply because I like when number goes up. Yes, that is the reason. Anyways, right here, I have tons of trees. I just farm tons of different wood types, which brings me right over here to subscribe, my little husky friend, and the zigzagoon that's been there for probably 1,000 days. In here, I have tons of iron and roses. In fact, I have basically a endless amount of roses and a lot, a lot of iron. In here, I just have a little box if I just want to sit here, but it's also mainly just for the wood type storage. It's literally it. Because when I can AFK this thing sitting up there, so I don't ever need to sit down here, which is really nice. Can I sleep yet? Nope. Well, I'll sleep and I'll be right back. And we should be... Hello? There we go. Okay, now I can finally leave my little bubble. I'm not sure what was going on right there. It was kind of strange. Okay, I had to make sure my recording was still working. I think it was just a weird little thing. I don't know. Or maybe I just didn't work it right. I'm not there. But I am sure that we are going to this build next. This is my steel type gym. My very first gym. It took a while to build. Lots of resources. Sorry if you don't like me going. I do that quite a lot. I'm sorry. In here I just did it again. I have some tanks and some little blocks of thunderstorm stones, along with a massive ravine, which was a pain to build, but I just used tons of TNT and then littered iron everywhere in here, which was actually not so bad. This is actually one of my Pokemon. As you can see, I just right-clicked on it. Didn't work. It's because I have them just chilling around with the safari block in here. I have a super smelter in here. Very, very super, actually. I need to feed it more coal, if I'm being honest. Yes, I have tons of ingots in here. But, yeah, I need to feed it a lot more stuff. But, of course, this is the actual entrance. We have the metal coat, a steel gem, iron, yep. Iron ball, yep. And 2 blocks of raw iron ore. This is one of the Pokemon that were shiny I found while building this thing. And this is our second one. As you can see, he actually has a name. Zerminaze, something like that. It was a lovely commenter who said that. Got a little just iron testing stuff over here. We got an Onyx who, I don't know if he likes it here. We got a little Tepeg because he's a helpful little fire Pokemon. Look at him, he's so cute. Anyways, we have apparently a wandering trader who wants to be an iron worker. That's fine. It's cool over here at least, you know. We'll go upstairs first and then come back down. Up here we have just tons of books because I wanted something in this corner. More books and just a little hangout area just to give this place a little more depth. And a little pillar, which I don't think I actually have anything in. These are trapdoors, by the way. It's actually a good spot to hide stuff if you are feeling sneaky. Over here, I just have random stuff that they're researching and stuff. I actually have an auto crafter over here to turn my, well, iron ingots into blocks of iron, which might be really helpful if I have lots of stuff from the, you know, iron farm, and then I just bring them over here and auto craft it, even though I can probably just right click it faster. But up here is where we can have Pokemon battles. The gym leader would obviously stand over here. And I've never actually invited anyone into this world, so I've never been able to do it. This is a placeholder for badges. The log of battles, challenge 1 Archaea versus blank, and the victor is whoever. And then whoever the current victor is who the gym leader is. And of course back here is where I will put extras of the badges. Of course, badges aren't in Cobblemon yet, so we can't really do it. But this here is a crane. We'll get a better look at this soon. There's a little hook, you know, to bring crates off of a ship, which we have some down there. We'll explore those in just a moment. Yes, we will. Right here, I have iron. That's, supposed to be molten iron. And, just cool stuff like that. It's molten iron. That thing can rotate and turn, and it can grab these different things. This one's fully cooled. It's solid. There's thunderstones in there, thunderstorm blocks for, power source. That one's molten. This one's cooled. There's my safari block. We can actually just take a look. There's Onyx, Tepig, Psyduck, Xerxes, Porygon, Doublade, and Bayhem. All just chilling, walking around here. Pretty cool Pokemon. Another one of my iron casks. Wow, shaders make this incredibly bright. This one is partially open. Oh, whoopsie. Hello? There we go. As you can see, I left some lava in there. This one's like finished, because these are iron blocks. Instead of raw iron, this is processed, Yes. Okay, time to come over here. Oh, I still smacked my head straight on that wall. Over here, we have just some shipping containers. There's, like, nothing really important in any of these. I just put some barrels in here. Just had some fun. If I ever need to store random item from a Pokemon I battle. There we go. You can actually go inside this. There's tons of stuff just chilling in here. Pink bed. Ooh, pardon me, I just burped. I ate my mac and cheese before I started recording again, if you couldn't tell, or guess. I'm a big back, okay? I'm hungry. I'm a hungry, hungry boy. We climb up this thing, though, and we get to the very tippity top of my little crane. The little bamboo seats and some glass, so you can see, of course, you can turn this, rotate. And then you can slide this rail back, and then you can turn it some more, and then dump it onto your stacks of whatever you need, or just pick that thing up and put it on a ship, or put some shipping containers over there, or whatever you want. There's a computer and some random other junk in here. Uh-oh. I almost tried to... There we go. This one was... let's just say my toes were clenched very often while building this. There we go. Battle on top of my thingy. Called the crane. That's actually kind of cool to think about. You could battle up here. Oh my goodness. If I ever have friends join this world, there's actually one friend that wants to, but he's very busy with his job, so we might not be able to do that now. Hashtag he's an RA. We call it a CA, but nonetheless. We also have these little split sides, because, competitive spirit and whatnot. Let's see here. We've covered this thing. I've shown off that. There's the dock, and we showed those things. I showed that. I don't have a build in the cherry blossoms yet. So yes, it is time to officially go overseas. We're actually nearing the end. There's no, proper builds over here. I mean, unless you really want to see where my nether portal looks like, that's nothing exciting, though. But yes, it's finally time to get almost done with this world tour. If you can watch 10 hours of Luke the Notable playing peaceful Minecraft, you can watch an hour worth of this. This is my most recent train track. This one took a lot of time because it was underwater. I've actually don't know if I've been down here with shaders on. I think I have, just for the screenshot of that video. But yeah, it's a long tunnel. And I hope to be able to add domes off of this thing in the future. Because I think that'd just be really cool to make some underwater domes. This thing's like 2,000 blocks long, by the way. So this took hours. Hours to do. Not months. Unlike a project we'll be looking at very soon. This one, you could actually finish in respectable time. Oh, we got too close to the thingy. Well, I hope I don't need to break anything. Oh my goodness, this is a long tunnel. But yeah, this is what I had to go through. And amazingly, no shinies were found ever during my making of this. We're almost out of fireworks. We're close to the end, though, I think. No, we're halfway. Never mind. Jeez, this is a long tunnel. This is actually really good to show you just how long this tunnel is, because I don't think the video was able to capture just how long it took to build this thing. Like, it was like, oh, just a little bit, like 20-30 minute episode. No, this took hours. I literally had to work it on one day and then finish it a different day. It just took that long. I don't know if you can really... Oh my goodness, we're almost here. Finally. I need to get out my rockets. Come on. Come on. We're so close. Okay, fine. But yeah. Then we can come out here. Well, just go back to my chest plate. As you can tell, my PC probably didn't like that very much. Flying through so much terrain and working another chest monster. Because I can never do it. Also, that's where I smelted some sand, if I remember correctly. And this brings us to a train station. Which, do you have an ender chest? No. You have minecarts. Plenty of minecarts. I will. Oh. It's my fireworks. Might as well do it. Oh my goodness. Yikes. Well, I'll come get these in a moment. Over here is my... there's literally an ender chest right here. I would have just had to break one thing. Anyways, this is where I bred a whole bunch of berries to make all the remaining berries I needed. I got most of them done in a session, but I did have to do a few sessions. This was my second session. I think that was the last berry I made, the key berry. I don't think I have anything else. Maybe random junk? Yes, random junk. Anyways, sleepy time. Yes, I really placed down an ender chest while having mining fatigue 3 for the next 2 minutes. Yikes. I can't believe I did that. I really can't believe I did that. Oh, well. We might as well cover the rest of this place. I'll come back and get it in a moment or two. We can... Oh, let's see. Hello. Fly. There we go. We can just, you know, come on over here to our, like, essentially third base. No, that's not a euphemism. It's not a euphemism. It's genuinely our third base. I have just, like, tunnels in here to gather cobblestone. I don't know if I've ever shown it off. Just wanted to. That's because, you know, just wanted to show it off. Anyways, over here, we have cocoa bean farm. Why do I have cocoa beans over here? I don't know. I know there's a jungle up here. I don't remember if that's where I grabbed them from. Probably. In here, I just have a little house. PC, stonecutter, some junk. There's the other ender chest I was thinking about. Just not really a very developed house. It's pretty basic. It's a pretty normal house I would make. It works, to say the least. Over here, I farm beetroot, which keep getting destroyed, and vivichokes. Tons of vivichokes. Hello, Firo. Over here, we've got a giant lightning rod with some lanterns on the top. You can't see it during the daytime, though. I actually don't know if I've ever had my shaders on over here. I don't think I have. Yeah, I have not. Over here, I was going to make a hotel. I was just bored, waiting for the trees to grow, so I was just going to start chopping down trees and making this thing just because I could. Literally, part of my burp. I have some interesting hobbies. I literally just made a giant hotel solely because I could. And yeah, it's literally just what I did while I was farming all those materials. It's finally time to come back and gather my items. Give with silky smooth. Skadoosh. Skadoosh. Thank goodness. Now we're gonna come down here and put this right in there. And good dish. Good day, good sir. Now then, and if we just come up here and we will be flying over there. Technically, over here could be, I could just show I made some mycelium farms, but there's no real reason to show like, hey, I know how to farm mycelium. I feel like we all know how to farm mycelium if we truly want some mycelium. Do I travel in here? Let's check it. Yes. Okay, I should still be moving. Excellent. Over here, I do have, like, torches. So you can see my pathway wherever I went. To my little land. I don't even remember... Oh, this was the episode I was doing my scatterbugs, my Vivillionaire challenge. And I needed some scatterbugs to evolve, and they spawn in the Acacia biome. So, I obviously made a base here. And a farm. For the mud bricks. I recently came through here while I was preparing for this video to just gather some items here in a cave. I was also probably watching Dr. Stone when I made this episode, so I made a revival cave of sorts. There's not much stuff in here. I just made tons of storage because I'm weird like that. Over here is where I would make mud and stuff. Literally. I would just come over here and bring my little water bottles and just make mud. Yep, it was a real dignified profession. Actually, in the real world, people do make a living selling mud bricks, so I guess I shouldn't say real dignified, because it actually is dignified. Whatever way you make money for your family and you, go do it. If you gotta work McDonald's, go do it. If you gotta make mud bricks, go do it. Go do what you have to do within the limits. Don't do anything naughty. I'm not endorsing that. Just like, you know, even if it doesn't seem like dignified work, it's dignified work. You gotta make money for your family. Work at McDonald's if you gotta do this or that. Just no, you know, obvious things, which I don't really want to say just in case I get demonetized. Up here is my little bedroom. It's actually kinda a little bit cozier. That was not fun to do though. I needed obsidian. Down here, as I was showing you, it's pretty empty. Not much is going on over here, which is okay. You know, not everything needs to have a billion things going on. Over here, though, a month and a half of my life was spent on... My computer's already getting laggy just coming over here. First, we will cover this little auto farmer. He will turn beetroots into bone meal. And oh buddy, he does some... I still have beetroots in like 2 of these chests. Just thousands of beetroots. But this here is 400 blocks by 400 blocks of beetroot. 160,000 blocks of dirt. 160,000 beetroot. Technically not 160,000 because there is water in here, but listen, I am not solving that math equation, even though it's not actually crazy. Just use a little bit of calculus and I'm sure you'll get it solved easily. But yes, this is not all fully grown, but it's all fully placed down for 400 by 400 blocks of beetroot. This episode literally took a month and a half to finish. I literally had to go record other things. I have several videos on my computer of just random things. I made my fossils and archaeology series finally. It's actually something I did really truly need to do. I made that episode finally. I hatched my Allosaurus. I recorded part way of a video of making a Minecraft mod in 24 hours. I just got bored of it. I like M Creator. I just got demotivated halfway through. I have a video of mostly done, kinda, of a trading card game I want to make Not the archaic domain trading card game, a new one. It'll probably be similar to that though. But yeah, that thing rocked my life. This thing rocked my life. I was like, oh yeah, I can knock that out really quickly, because I thought the I thought the Space Needle would take longer than this thing for some unknown reason. My genius brain at literally 12 a.m. was like, you know what? I can knock this out in a day or two. No, I could not. No, I couldn't. No. No, Archaea. No. Oh, no, you can't do this in 2 days. Don't attempt it. Don't even do it. Maybe a quarter of the size, like 100 by 100 farm, sure. Sure, maybe. But no. Don't do that. I should have just made the Space Needle. I would have saved hours of my life. I would have made more money on YouTube. Anyways, that's a lot of dirt I needed. So I literally mined this entire island down to y equals 62 of dirt. If there was a dirt block on this island, I've mined it. I literally created a copy of my world and flew around in spectator mode, checking for missing dirt. That is how thorough I was. Hello, Doug Trio. Come over here. You're gonna be XP for my Mammo Swine. Yeah, I really did that. 400 by 400. I think it's a world record. So, like, I hope it's a world record. I am not doubling that thing. As much as I love YouTube and the grind, no, I am not doubling that. I mean, like, sure, I know how to go by and get it done faster, because I've, you know, developed a pattern of doing it. But still, like, no, I am not doing that. It's a month and a half of my life. I am not doing that again. It was tons of fun, though. I got to watch Dr. Stone Season 4, Core 2. I've read the manga, so you can't spoil me. Oh, but it's really good. It gave me time to do lots of things while I did it. But yes, I mined an island for that. Over here, I don't really have any builds. Down here, no true builds. So we're actually getting really close to the end of this world tour. We're not done yet. Don't leave. Don't click off. Don't click off just yet. I still have 3 things to show you. First, we want to go to that nether portal. And I do have, amazingly, a few things in the nether I'll show off. Amazing, I know. I do have a few things in there. We'll just come on down here, turn around, and equip that. I don't think I've ever gone to the nether with shaders on, so we're going to see if my computer goes boom. This is the longest it's ever taken to load my terrain. There we go. That was scary. I thought my computer was going to crash. Am I still recording, or did it break? Nope, it's still recording. How long? This is 55 minutes long. Okay, well, we'll be a little longer than my previous world tour. So, the nether. How do I want to do these things? There's my house. Let's see here. We'll just be careful flying. Just follow the torches, Archaea. Just follow the torches. You'll be okay. I say I'll be okay. Goodness, I am scared of this place, though. I don't like the nether. I don't, I do not like traversing the nether. I love the update, but I'm never used to flying around in here. This is my little house for the nether. I have done essentially nothing in here. It's literally so empty, I don't even have blaze rods in here. And like, sure, I did. Where is it? Is it that one? No. I have a nether fortress somewhere I did lots of work with. To farm for a Charmander? Not shiny Charmander, just a normal Charmander. I spent lots of time at. I don't remember which one. I have giant platforms at that. This one, I'm pretty sure I farmed for Wither Skeleton Skulls at. This place is such a maze. Not even going to worry about it. But yes, I do have, amazingly, a little bit of stuff here. And if I could be a little safer, I do have a netherite farm down there. I just have tons of tunnels going around down there. And I do gather, like, wood and other miscellaneous items. And there's a minecart track over here to go down to... Which one is it? This nether fortress. Because the nether portal should be... right there. There's the nether portal. That's where that one goes. And of course, I wonder where this portal goes. I wonder if I'm smart. Yep, it's back home. That's pretty crazy. Pretty simple. Now then, hi Milo. I love you, Milo. There is but one which will lead to another thing I need to show you. And that's the end dimension. There's not much going on in the end, but I figured... Hello? Rockets? There we go. Figured I would show it off just because I'm a completionist when it comes to fulfilling... I'm gonna burp. Someone clip that. I'm joking. If I was streaming, though, I might say that legitimately. But no, there's probably like only a few dedicated fans watching right now. And if you truly are a person who is very dedicated, join the new Discord server. I should have it linked in the description below. If I don't, just go to my YouTube channel. You'll find it pretty easily. And crank over here. Over here, I just have a little place for my guardian stuff to work on. And over here, I do have my little base spot to find the Ender Dragon. I took a lot of sea pickles in here, though. Let's see here. But yes, if you're a fan, join the Discord. I made a new one. Follow the redstone torches, Archaea. Follow the redstone torches. I can never remember my exact path. No, I think it's down here. Yes, it is. Come this way, redstone torch. Join the Discord if you have expendable income that you truly do not have anything better to do. I do have membership tiers open now at the fan and super fan level. I might rename them, but the perks will stay the same. If you are a super fan, you get early access to videos. I tend to want to do those on average of 3 days in advance. And you'll get some special perks for that one. Same with the fan tier, you will get special perks for just being a fan. And let's see here. I do have those available. If you truly want them. You also get a cool little badge next to your name you can show off. I have them set out to 10 years in the future. I don't think anyone will ever get to the 10 years. But just in case they do, I do have it set up and made. Just in case. Just in case. Oh, hey, there's like a bite over here. That's actually going to be good XP for my mammoth swine. It's probably like level 30. No, it's 45. Sick. Ice shard. Ice'em. He's gone. The end. I've actually never seen in shaders in this mod. Or mod pack. Because I'm using the official mod pack, by the way. But over here is where we defeated the Ender Dragon. Pretty cool. I haven't done any massive builds in here yet. Except for these things. Which, yeah, I have a little build structure and then go up here. I have a little farm that's going on over here. And another exit portal. I have a little H next to it. Wherever it is. I think it's a little higher up. Yes, I have a little H for home. Oh, you don't... That's what I thought. Anyways, time to go back in here. And show the very last thing. Oh, I forgot. I slept in a bed. Well, then I'm going to have to just quickly cut to what I wanted to show you. Because, there's just one somber thing I wanted to show. This is what I wanted to show everyone here. It's this torch. Does this area look familiar to any longtime fans? No? Maybe it does. It should, because this is the spot where you get teleported to if you do not have a bed when you exit the end. This is the world spawn. This is where you enter into my Minecraft world, just in view of our plantation. Right here is where I ran around and I was like, hey guys, today we're playing Cobblemon Minecraft. First we will choose a Pokemon, our starter Pokemon. I want a Snivy, the best grass type starter in the world. Or something like that. That's right, this is where it all started. This whole series. I've made friends playing Cobblemon. I've been introduced to amazing new people. I'm actually getting paid on YouTube now because of this mod. I'm growing on YouTube because of Cobblemon Minecraft. I'm probably still uploading because of Cobblemon Minecraft. I've truly been changed by this mod. And I think just honoring the starting point of it all is symbolically pretty cool, pretty nice. But yes, that is my forever world in Cobblemon Minecraft. Not hardcore, because it's a Pokemon mod. It doesn't need to be hardcore. It's already plenty of fun the way it is. Like, sure, there's always the fun challenge of, oh, if you die once, oh, everything you've worked hard for is gone. But I already have a series like that. It's just normal Minecraft. I don't want to replicate that here. I hope you've enjoyed my world as much as I have. It's been lots of fun, and if anyone has fully watched all the way through, say, Arnold the Groundhog loves your Minecraft world. Yes, say that in the comments down below. Arnold loves your Minecraft world. Anyways, thank you truly and sincerely for watching this video. It's been great to look back on all the memories that I've had in this world and everything we've ever done. Until next episode, my friends, I've been Archaea Chasma, and I hope you have a good time of whatever day it is. Anyways, bye.